Most days at home are just a collection of small tasks that keep everything running. I've learned that if I take care of a few things early, the rest of the day feels a lot easier. I usually start the day by making something fresh like juice. And when I'm already in the kitchen, I layer in other small tasks I need to get done. Today I'm preparing the cat food, and it's not one of my favorite chores, just being honest, but I love our kitties, so I want to give them the best that I can. For this kitty recipe, I like to use turkey, chicken, sardines, eggs, organ meat, and other supplements that I can go into detail if anybody's interested. And I'm working now on my breakfast as I am very hungry, and it's just our regular chocolate, peanut butter, date, banana smoothie, and I add some protein powder, some creatine, some green superfoods. And on this day, I forgot to make the oat milk, and thankfully I had some almond milk on hand, so I just added that at the end. And the older kids really enjoy sandwiches for lunch, so that's what I'm working on now. And grilled cheeses are pretty common around here. The kids really love their sandwiches with fresh tomatoes, and while they're not in season, sometimes I can find organic ones at the store. My homemade sourdough bread recipe makes really delicious grilled cheese sandwiches, and I highly recommend for anybody to give them a try. I have my recipe on a previous video of how I make my sourdough bread. And this is another small task that I try to stay ahead on, and I don't always do it all in one day, but I try to get as many bananas in the freezer so I have my breakfast ready to go for the next day, which is my smoothies. And on this day I wanted to make a really simple dinner, so I am making some pesto pasta with fried tofu. And the pesto sauce, I make it in big amounts over the summertime when there's a lot of basil in season, and I make multiple mason jars of it and I freeze them, so during the winter months I can just pull out a homemade pesto sauce from the freezer and throw it in with some noodles and whatever veggies we have on hand, and it's a very quick and easy meal that we all enjoy. I like to drain the tofu for at least a couple of hours, that way I can crisp it up a lot easier. And now I steamed my vegetables and fried up my tofu, and I'm mixing it all together with my pesto sauce and my pasta. And it's very simple, yet we all love it, and it's very filling.
You'll be blessed. Blessings to the one that prepared.
So I decided today to make some granola bars. I just wanted something to bring with us when we're on the go, and I keep bringing the same things, basic applesauce and fruit and seaweed, and I want something different, and I think the kids would probably enjoy something different too. I'll take you guys along with me to make these bars, so let's do it together and see how it turns out. Hopefully good, right? So I'm going to start by blending the pecans because I want the granola bars to have an easier texture, and the baby can't really chew a lot, so I have my pecans. I'm gonna add them to my bowl. Now let's add the oats. Four cups of oats. Let's add about a cup of pumpkin seeds. Now we're gonna add some vanilla extract. Okay. Now we're gonna add about a cup of peanut butter. Now the honey. Last but not least, chocolate chips. And I don't have many chocolate chips, so I'm just gonna cut up regular sized chocolate chips because that's what we're gonna do. I was really pleased with this recipe. I will put it in the description. And my whole family ate these bars within a week. They were so good, so much better than I expected. And they're very healthy as they only have a little bit of honey to sweeten them and yes, some chocolate chips. But overall, I think it's a really good recipe. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a couple of hours and then cut them, and I'll show you guys how they look like. I'm really happy that I chose to make these granola bars because now I have something ready for the next days. And this small step means that my mornings are gonna feel less rushed, and I'm just focusing on small, consistent resets throughout the day. That's what keeps our week manageable. If that is something you're working towards too, I'd love to have you follow along. Thank you so much for being here.